My name's Ruth Guthrie, and I'll be discussing information and communication technologies in organizations. You may be asking yourself, what is ICT? I thought I took an MIS class. Relax, you're still in the right place. I use the term ICT here because typically I'd say IT is for information technology, but IT, IS, and even CIS, the name of the department that I'm a faculty member in, are all a little dated. ICT stands for Information and Communications Technology. It's really a more appropriate term for this course because communication technology plays such a vital role in today's business. Like what, you ask? Consider how you spent your day so far. You probably already used 5 computer systems without even thinking about it. If you bought gas this morning, you may have paid with an ATM card. The card code and your PIN number are entered into a computer and validated before you can purchase gas. Then, money is withdrawn from your checking account and paid to the gas station. You might own a car with a diagnostic chip in it. So, when you start hearing that weird sound, a mechanic can find the information off the chip instead of listening to you do an imitation of that sound. Your car might have a GPS so that you don't get lost on your way to school. If you do get lost and stranded on the side of the 10 freeway, you can click OnStar and get a person to help you immediately. Recently, my husband got Sirius Radio. I told him, if they're not already doing it, Sirius will probably soon track how much time you listen and what and when you listen to it. This gives Sirius a chance to sell his information to companies that may want to sell him concert tickets or Laker tickets. Once you got to campus, you probably bought a cup of coffee. Starbucks may know your purchasing preferences, and if, like me, you've got a gold card, Starbucks can show you your entire purchasing history from your account on their website. Then you may have gotten onto Bronco Direct from your smartphone and checked to see your status on the wait list for a class. This is a lot of computing for a very simple trip to campus. But those are fairly simple consumer-oriented examples. Here are a few more. Cloud computing. A former student of mine works for a company called Workday. They do financial, payroll, and staffing services for big companies, and they do it over the cloud. They're a cloud-based services company. That is, everyone can do their time cards via information systems and data hosted in the cloud or on a remote server. The business model is that they subscribe to the service of having Workday host and manage the entire application for them, and they develop new applications that they sell to clients. Voting for the Oscars is in the news recently. Members of the Motion Picture Academy were able to vote for their Oscar picks online for the first time. It was in the press because the outcome was delayed because of technical problems. However, it offers a much more efficient way of collecting and tallying votes and lets people vote from anywhere. If things went smoothly, the Academy could shave days off the time it takes to record the votes. Voting via the web might be how we vote for president next time. UPS tracking is a great example of information technology. The barcoding and tracking has made it possible for UPS to give customers accurate, self-serve feedback as to the location of their packages. It's also allowed UPS to more cheaply deploy its vans so that delivery time is optimized and gas use is minimized. Recently, Walmart was congratulated for its efforts during the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. Apparently, the Walmart supply chain is flexible enough that they were able to smartly reroute goods to areas in need. In several small towns, Walmart was viewed as the first responder for emergency services. Pinterest. I don't use Pinterest yet, but who knew that millions of people would use this novel pinning social network to share ideas and information? I hope I made a picture of ICT that is fairly diverse. So why should you care? You should care because ICT offers advantages of innovation, process improvement, and cost savings. ICT can improve efficiency and effectiveness. Further, without ICT or effectively managed ICT, firms cannot compete. One thing I'd like you to think about before we get to competitive strategy is IT as a strategic advantage or a strategic necessity. Not too long ago, a business having a Facebook page was a rare novelty. It was a chance for the company to link to customers, and we were not super sure of the advantages of doing that. It was a strategic advantage for some companies because of novelty and promotion, giving them advantages in sales or market share. Today, every company has a Facebook page. The strategic advantage is past, and having that social media page is now a strategic necessity. You have to do it because all your competitors are doing it. Industries have emerged with social media developers, marketers, and analysts just to develop customers through these sources. Here's the Facebook page for Best Foods Mayonnaise. Why? Photos, recipes, coupons, and videos. I find it really fascinating that Best Foods has 262,000 likes, Coke has almost 60 million, and the White House has 1.5 million. From fixing your desktop printer to using population data to forecast where to put your next yogurt barn, there's no escape from ICT. This poses a giant challenge for companies to manage all the IT they need and to forecast the needs in the future. No one calls the IT department when things are running well. If something goes wrong, it is an immediate, unhappy crisis. However, the upside is that technology constantly changes and there are lots of opportunities to learn new things, and everybody needs to hire people with those skills. This is the end of the presentation, but before you go, I'd like to give you a little quiz. Which of the following technologies is a strategic necessity for a manufacturing business? It could be more than one answer. Is it A, cloud computing? B, secure information systems? C, mobile computing? Cloud computing. Maybe. It might be a strategic necessity, or it might not. Some companies don't use cloud computing. It might be too much risk because of their proprietary data. So we don't really know without more information whether it's a strategic necessity or not. The future may tell. Secure information systems. Yes, it's a necessity. Corporations cannot operate without proper security for their information assets and their information systems. Mobile computing. Probably. In manufacturing, there's all kinds of displays and maintenance and things that people do in the manufacturing floor, and having mobile computing to support that activity is probably essential and probably a strategic necessity. All right, thanks a lot. This is over.